Let me tell you something, Hisuian Zoroark is a powerhouse. Pair it with a choice specs like we have, and it just hits like an absolute truck. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we're going against Monarch from the Discord server. Go ahead and join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Scarlet Violet Wi-Fi battles right now. There is a link in the description down below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And with that being said, let's jump into the team preview. Okay, Monarch has brought some power right now. He's got a Corviknight, a Revavroom, Hariyama, a Skeledirge, Rotom Wash, and a Scizor. Nice looking team. Skeledirge, we're going to have to take care of that with a Zoroark, I think. Virizon looks like it's going to do some decent work. Psyblade's going to hurt the Hariyama, the Revavroom, and of course the Corviknight we need to get out of the way. The Skeledirge walls us. Rotom as well, we can Leaf Blade that to Oblivion, and then the Scizor's there. We don't have much in terms of fire support, so we're going to need to try and bait the Scizor in. What's Scizor going to be good against on our team? Probably the... probably bait it in with the Virizon. So let's go ahead and lead off with our Forretress. We'll get Stealth Rocks up straight away. That should be fine. And then we'll go ahead and lead with... We'll leave Virizon in the last position so that Zoroark can disguise as it and bait the Scizor in. And the battle begins! So, Monarch's going to lead off with the Hariyama as we led off with the Forretress. So this is not the worst matchup in the world. Don't think he's going to be that guy that has a Fire Punch. So we should be able to just go straight for a Stealth Rocks here and get those up. That'll be nice to have. They go for a Fake Out, breaking our Sturdy, which is unfortunate, but what can you do about that? We are going to hurt them with the Rocky Helmet though, which is absolutely amazing. Rocky Helmet damage is just always nice, you know. So let's go for that Stealth Rock real quick. They go for a knockoff, knocking off a Rocky Helmet, makes a lot of sense. What we're going to do now is get the Stealth Rocks up. It's going to do a lot of chip damage to the team. It's also going to bait the Scizor in because Scizor is their potential defogger. Obviously Corviknight's there, but they might be running Scizor with the defog as well. They don't have a ground type on the team, so I'm going to Volt Switch right now just to get something else in. We are slower, so Volt Switch should work out nicely here. Drain Punch comes through. It's going to do minimal damage to Forretress because Forretress is a bit of a tank like that. What we can do now is we can just bring Virizon straight in. So we'll go for a Volt Switch real quick. There we go. A bit of chip damage on the Hariyama. And then we'll go into our Virizon because Virizon just tackles this thing pretty much to no end. We could also bait the Scizor in. No. It's too early for that. It's too early for that. So what we can do is we can go into our Robo Love and bait out something else. They definitely don't want to get hit by an Air Slash or a Hurricane. Alternatively, we could go straight into Virizon, but if we go straight into Virizon, they're going to bring the Scizor in, and then we're going to have to work around that. So, I'm struggling to see what we can do other than... I think we go Virizon. I think we go Virizon, really, because there is literally only one switch in on their team, and that's Corviknight. So I might make a double switch here, expecting the Corviknight to come in and get my Leccy Terrain up. The only thing about Leccy Terrain, though, is if we don't get the Photosynthesis on the Virizon, on the Zoroark, who's disguised as a Virizon, it's going to give it away. So, if we expect them to go into either Skeledirge or Corviknight right now, we could go into Zoroark, but then they'll know it's us. We could go into Pincurchin. No. Let's just go ahead and go for a Psyblade or a Swords Dance. Psyblade or Swords Dance. Psyblade or a Swords Dance. Let's go for a Psyblade just to see how much damage we're doing to the Skeledirge or the Corviknight that comes in. Just to see if we can get some chip damage off on it. They do bring in the Corviknight. Okay, that's cool. Corviknight comes in. It's going to get some Stealth Rock damage. We go for the Psyblade. And hopefully not Rocky Helmet, because if the Rocky Helmet, that's going to give away a lot. So Psyblade comes through. Looks absolutely amazing, that animation does. As they are Rocky Helmet. So that's unfortunate, but it's fine. We can probably deal with... And we got Life Orb anyway, so we're going to lose some health regardless. I think it was a bad idea to go Zoroark into Virizon. I think we should have done it to like Forretress or something like that. So that's a shame. What can we do now, though? We can definitely switch out and we can go into Corviknight. No. Let's go into Pincurchin. Let's go into Pincurchin. Pincurchin can set up the Leccy Terrain. We can go for a Discharge. They don't have any ground types on their team, so I think that's a decent play. So we'll go for the Leccy Surge. That's why I called it Leccy. I like to say electric like Leccy. They go for a defog, which is of course going to get rid of the Stealth Rocks. That's absolutely fine. We can set them up again later on down the line. Now we get a free discharge off. Oh, wait, no. Default gets rid of the terrain? I didn't know default got rid of the terrain. Did anyone else know that? Oh, okay, we'll go for a discharge then. I didn't know default got rid of the Leccy terrain. That's weird. I didn't know that. They're going to withdraw the Corviknight. We get a free discharge off, which means we potentially get a free paralysis off on something. As they do go into the Rotom. Rotom's fine by me. We can kind of scope, see what kind of Rotom set it is based on the discharge damage. I'd say that's more of an offensive set, so we're probably going to see a Trick here. We definitely go Clodsire, and they definitely go Trick. They definitely go for a Trick here on the Clodsire. If they do Trick us, what's our switching? Well, that's the problem. So I say we go for another discharge or a spy. I say we go for another discharge because they're not going to attack. They go straight for the attack. They go straight for the attack on the offensive. They're definitely choice specs though, or choice scarf, one of the two. Now we know they're probably locked into that. We can just safely go into Virizon. That's exactly what I'm going to do. We'll go safely into Virizon, and then we'll just go for a CC. Just to get some damage off on that Corviknight. No, they could probably go Skeledirge there then, couldn't they? So we'll go back to Virizon real quick. They go for a Hydro Pump. It's gonna does a lot of damage. That's definitely specs. It's definitely specs. As now they probably go into the Corviknight again. I might go into Hisuian Zoroark just to get the damage off. Hisuian Zoroark matches up really well against their team as well. That's the thing. That's the thing. Could go for a close combat. I say we go for a close combat. They do withdraw the Rotom. Are they going to go Skeledirge or are they going to go Corviknight? Probably Corviknight, yeah. Corviknight to get the Rocky Helmet chip. So Corviknight comes in. It's already damaged, so close combat should 2-hit KO from here. Should. Doesn't. Which is unfortunate. Do we use our Tera here? Rocky Helmet and Life Orb chip is a thing. But you could just go for a Roost here. They probably do just go for a Roost here. Let's go. They go for a Roost, so we go for a Swords Dance, and then we Tera Fighting close combat them. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So we go for a Swords Dance here. As they probably go for a Roost because they know that Rocky Helmet / Life Orb is going to be able to take us out. So they go for a Roost here. We need to put a hole in this Corviknight because it's really stopping our Zoroark from getting through the team a bit. So I'm going to put a hole in it. I'm going to put a hole in it right now. Terastallize into a fighting type. Probably not the best play in the world. I'm not exactly known for making the best plays. I'm not exactly known for making the best plays, but I think this is the right play to make right now. So we go for a close combat, boosted by Terastallization, boosted by a +2 Swords Dance, boosted by Life Orb. Easily kicks out the Corviknight, which is absolutely fantastic. So down it goes. I think that was worth it. Virizon did something this game. It took out the Corviknight of all things, and I think that's worth. It's not worth going on the thumbnail. I don't think so. Virizon goes down. It did the job that it was going to do, because really, let's look at this. Let's look at the team. Skeledirge, Reveroom, you know, Scizor, all Pokemon that it doesn't really deal with very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into our Zoroark right now. I'm going to go into Zoroark, aka Forretress. The only downside to this is they know that we've already lost some health. So there you go into Skeledirge, which is absolutely fantastic for us. We can just go straight for a Bitter Malice right now. And the reason I've got Bitter Malice is because it's only 5 base power less than Shadow Ball, and it guarantees an attack drop. So it's like, I think it's worth it. Let's go for the Bitter Malice, see if they forget about the Forretress damage. They forgot about the Forretress damage! They forgot about the Forretress damage! As we're going to get taken down to a good amount of health. Still take it like a champ. Oh yeah, we're running Shiny as well because Shiny Zoroark-Hisuian is absolutely amazing. Let's go for another Bitter Malice and take this thing out. I think they don't switch out here because nothing on their team really wants to take this. Bitter Malice comes through, takes out the Skeledirge. That's absolutely amazing. Hisuian Zoroark coming through for us right now. What a beast. What a beastly beast. Alright, in comes Scizor. So Scizor is obviously a threat here. They definitely go for a BP to try and finish us off. We could go into our Pincurchin, get the Leccy terrain up. I think that's a good one. And then we go for Retros, get the Stealth Rocks up, go for a Volt Switch, all that wonderful stuff. So let's go into the Pincurchin. We've got no hazards up, so we definitely get the electric terrain up here. And they've got no more defoggers unless the Sizzle has defog as well, which I don't think it will have. We're going to get that Leccy Surge up. Leccy Surge up. And they go for a BP, which is definitely going to take us out. So I think that was worth it in the end. I think that was definitely worth it in the end. Getting that up. So the thing about Iron Jugglis is we're Choice Scarfed and we've got enough EVs to, well, we're modest, so we're going to get a special attack boost from the Leccy terrain. However, I don't think Stealth Rocks really matter. I think going into Robo Love right now is probably the best play. So we're going to Robo Love. Going to Robo Love. Nice and shiny. I don't have the shiny texture mod on at the moment because of the update, so I need to sort that out. So that's why it looks like a standard. It looks kind of white almost from this angle. Dark Pulse should suffice, but they probably go into... They don't really have a good switch in here. We can't Terastallize obviously into a Steel type, unfortunately. I don't want to miss the Hurricane. I feel like that's going to be crucial that we don't miss that. So I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse real quick and hope for the best. They're actually going to Terastallize the Sizzle. So what type are they going to turn into? That's the real question. Are they going to turn into a Fire type to resist the Flamethrower that might be coming? They're going to a Steel type. Oh, they're going for the Steel Bullet Punch. Tera Steel Bullet Punch. That's going to do some damage. I feel like we can live one. I hope we can live one. Scizor is a monster, though. Oh, we live that easy. We live that easy. Nice. Iron Juggler's coming through for us right now. So, with that in mind, they might consider switching out here. I don't think they go in. I don't think they do. I think they go for another BP. I think they go for another BP, try and get as much damage off as possible. They do switch out. What are they going to go into? Hariyama? Hariyama comes in. So Hariyama comes in. Hariyama's going to take some Dark Pulsage. Does a decent amount of damage. It's not quite enough, though, to warrant staying in. So I think they go for a knockoff here. I'm going to go straight into Forretress. Forretress can definitely get up the Stealth Rocks now, which will help against, like, the Rotom and stuff. Well, I mean, I don't see any reason not to go for a Stealth Rocks for a start. So they go for a Fake Out, which is going to do minimal damage to us. Actually, I think we go all out offensive. Looking at the rest of the team, I think we just go all offensive and go Body Press. I think that's the best play to go for. Because Body Press is going to do a lot of damage to, like, everything on the team. So they go into Scizor. Oh, they went into Scizor. They went into Scizor. Ouch. Damn. Forretress coming through with the KOs. Forretress coming through with the KOs. I didn't expect that this game, so that's pretty awesome. So, Scizor's down. We've got Hariyama, we've got Revroom, and we've got Rotom Wash. I think we're fine. Rotom Wash comes in. We definitely want to keep this around if we can. Let's go into Clodsire. We still have the Clodsire in the bag. Like, Clodsire, I have Clodsire with Water Absorb, and it's there purely for the fact that Walking Wake is such a big threat, and Clodsire just seems to handle it perfectly. So they go for a Discharge, which doesn't affect Clodsire, of course. I think I go for a Stealth Rock here, just to get the Stealth Rocks up. As they do withdraw the Rotom, I figured they would, because I knew they were choiced. They were definitely choice locked. They go into Hariyama. We go into Hariyama. We get the Stealth Rocks up, which is always nice and dandy. I didn't want to go for the Toxic there, because if they're Guts Hariyama without an item, then we'd be boned. We'd be so boned. So, I'm just wondering whether we need this. So what we need to do is we need to get this Hariyama down in health. So they go for a knockoff, as you would expect. Does some decent damage. Earthquake wouldn't have KO'd either. I'm perfectly fine with my Clodsire going down if it needs to. We do lose the Leccy terrain, unfortunately, for the Iron Jugglis, but I think we should be alright. Let's go for another EQ here. They go for a Headlong Rush. That's definitely going to KO Clodsire. We do get a Defense Drop, which is important. Defense Drop is important here. So, now it looks like Iron Jugglis can come through for us. Iron Jugglis can come through for us. So, let's go Zoroark, actually. Let's go Zoroark. I see no reason not to go into Zoroark. So, we'll go Zoroark. We're going to Robo Love. They definitely don't. They definitely know we're what we are. They definitely know what we are. So we go for Flamethrower. I believe Flamethrower is the best play because they've got a defense drop already from the Headlong Rush. Flamethrower hurts the Rev Room, and Rotom should go down to Flamethrower after this as well. So let's go. Look at this, the Thick Fat. If the Thick Fat, it's not going to work. Let's go for a Bitter Malice. Bitter Malice comes through. Zoroark claims another soul. Gotta love it. Zoroark claims another soul. Disguised as the Iron Jugglis. You know what though? On Showdown, when I've been testing these teams, I see a lot of Hisuian Zoroark, and it actually puts in the finest work. It's actually crazy. So anyway, Rev Room comes in. Rev Room comes in. We're going to get some stones dug in, which is going to break a potential Sash, which I doubt it would have. Let's go for the Bitter Malice, get that guaranteed attack drop. And that does so much damage. So much damage. I can't believe how much damage that did. They go for a Shift Gear. Shift Gear would be frightening, but they're back up to neutral on their attack now. So it's not going to be doing too much damage to us. I'm absolutely fine with... I think they let the Hairy Armor go down. Right? Yeah. So now we've just got Rotom to deal with and this thing. So let's go for the Bitter Malice. They go for an Iron Head. That's going to definitely take out Zoroark, unfortunately. Zoroark does go down to that. Banshee, the Zoroark goes down. But it's absolutely fine. We can handle this. We can handle this just fine. So what we have in stock for this thing is its neutral attack. Its best move's probably Iron Head. We just go into our Forretress. And they already terrestrialized. They already terrestrialized. We just go for a body press and take this thing out, right? There we go. They go for a parting shot, which isn't really going to affect Forretress because body press's damage is based on its defense. I personally wouldn't have done that. I would have just attacked. Just purely for the fact that, again, parting shot's not going to affect body press's damage. And now you've just sacked your Rotom off, and Rotom was probably the only way he was getting rid of this Forretress. So Stealth Rocks are going to dig in. We just go for a body press real quick with a Forretress. Forretress putting in the finest of work, but the thumbnail's got to go to Hisuian Zoroark. A, for the click-through rate, and B, because it did just as good. You know, it did just as good. So Rev Room comes in. Obviously, the timer is about to run out. We've got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Let's go for this body press and take out this Rev Room real quick. So they go for another Shift Gear. Don't think that's going to work, buddy. It's not going to work, I don't think. A body press should KO. If it doesn't KO, then we might be in a... Oh, he lived on 1 HP. He lived on like 1 HP. He lived on like 1 HP. What is going on? We'll go for a body press again. They go for an Iron Head. They're going to try and get the flinches. If they get the flinch, then that's fine. They don't get the flinch. Body press goes through. Rev Room goes down. And that is going to be the game. So GG Monarch, that was a pretty fun game. Thank you for the battle. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.